Yo, so I was talking to somebody about something earlier and it ended up being kind of interesting and I figured I'd share it with you guys. Tell me what you think about it. So I was having a conversation about movies and whatnot and I'm scrolling through the DVR and on demand and whatnot and I see dance movies and I say, oh. And I was like, and they were like, what? And I said, I'm not a fan of dance movies, especially anymore. And the particular movie that popped up on the DVR was Step Up. And they was like, well, what's wrong with Step Up? Whatnot. I was like, listen, like, I have nothing against dance movies, but it's just that I don't like them anymore. And they said, why? I said there was this one particular moment, a definitive moment that literally I accepted not liking them. And with them looking at me and I'm looking at them, I realized that they wanted me to go into detail, so I started to, and I said to them, all right, well, the story dates back to a couple years ago. And not to get like specific, but it was more than a couple years. It was like 2010 or whatnot, whatever. And it was like the early stages of me talking to this girl from like, around the way, some Ethiopian John, real cute, light. And I was on it. So I remember one of the first times, I wanted to see what I can do, you know what I'm saying? So I hit her up and she said, come over. Come on over, we can watch a movie, and I'm like, yeah, you know what's gonna happen. So I'm like, yeah, I'm coming over. So I come on over, I walk over. So I was like, okay, I served my time, I played my part. So I mean, she's gonna give me a little something to be remembered. So I'm down with it. I'm on. She's like, do you want to come over and watch a movie? You want to watch a movie with me? I'm like, yeah. She asked me what kind of movies I like. I said, whatever you want to watch. You got played like that. And I said, whatever you want to watch. And she says, well, I have a dance movie. It's Step Up. You want to watch that? I'm like, whatever. Let's watch that. And I'm being honest about the situation. I really wanted to make her happy. If she wants to watch whatever she wants to watch as a man should take a seat back and do that. And this was the first time I was in a room, so I'm thinking in my mind, in the back of my mind, yeah, we're going to watch this dance movie. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be patient, but eventually we'll mess around and pass out. You know what I'm saying? So I got into my mode, and I'm spitting that, that Denzel Washington, I'm feeling, you feeling me? I mean, she ain't gonna resist. So, one thing, mind you, she keeps her room at like 199 degrees, maybe 198. So a brother is sweating. I mean, a brother is down to his skippies. I'm like so hot. And either way, I'm thinking, okay, it's hot in here. She's from Africa, so I can get naked. I can get almost half naked around here and it won't make a difference because it's hot. And I'm like, girl, it's hot in here. Turn this heat down. It's 98 degrees outside. But being a man, I was respectful of the fact that she likes heat. I said, I'm going to sweat this shit out. So I'm sweating, watching a movie, Step Up. And I'm cuddling with her, right? I'm spooning her and I'm behind her and stuff. And I'm looking at her frame and I'm just like, wow. And I'm just like, I'm holding it. So as soon as I'm about to make my move, I'm about to kiss on her neck. I mean, she's already in like her underwear, and I'm about to kiss her on the neck. Like she goes, watch this part, watch this part. So in like mid kiss, I'm like, oh wow, look at that dance move Channing Tatum just did right there. That dance move is great. So I'm back to sweating and shit. I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna die in this boiler room and get no buns. I am gonna just. And it's like 1 a.m. and I'm just like that anticipation that you ready? It's just fizzling. It's just fizzling. I'm falling asleep, trying to keep myself awake because it'll hurt her feelings if like I'd hit her or something. If I fall asleep on a movie, it's like the same. It's like the same comparison. If you don't finish a girl's movie, it's like compared to like abusing her. They hate that. Finish her movie, and I finish it. I'm like, oh man, now it's time. So I sparked back up. I got my imagination flowing again. I'm looking at her. I'm like, yeah. So, that was a good movie, girl. That was a good. Come here, girl. You come here, girl. I barely made it through, but I made it through. I made it through, and I was so proud of myself. And I'm like, so, man, that was good. Seriously, I'd do it anytime with you. That That movie was great, but I got back into my Denzel mode, right? I got cool again. In the hot room, I got cool again. And I'm like, girl, so what you wanna do now? And then she goes, she looks at me, she's smiling, like she's getting real sexy. I roll up on top of her. She goes, you really, really like it? You really, really like it? She had an accent. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And she's looking at me and, she's like, can you reach under my leg? I'm like, yeah, I'll reach under your leg. I start putting my hand in. And she's like, no, not that. I'm like, what am I reaching for? She says, no, under the blanket on the other side. I said, okay. And I kid you not, I grabbed the DVD and it was Step Up 2 under her bed. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. So, this concludes my story. I got no buns. I sweated and I watched all 4 Step Ups. All 4 of them motherfuckers. I said, baby, do you love me? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.